Hey guys, it's me, Andy. I am going to do a homestead tour of our property. So we got here late last night, just crashed on blankets on the floor. It's a little past noon and we had friends come out and help us unload. We're just about all unloaded. We're taking a lunch break and this is the property. So as you come in, this is the road we come in on. This is the property's pretty funky shaped. It's actually 4 different lots. So this is like a triangle piece. There's a tire swing. I'm gonna span over on that side right there of the pond is where the zip line goes to. The zip line goes, you guys can see the pond from that tree right there. You can kind of see the start point right there. So the pond is pretty big. We technically own about, I think, 2/3 of it, and the other third belongs to our neighbors that you can't see, but they live over in that area that we have not met yet. So we span this way, and I'm just gonna kind of span the front property right now. I'll do a house tour later. Right now I'm just gonna walk you guys through the property. So I'm barefoot and I'm exhausted. My hips are killing me from hacking all day yesterday. The birds are so loud. I love it. They woke me up at about 5 o'clock this morning. This is like what you hear in the background right now is nothing compared to what it was like right before sunrise. I actually got up, couldn't fall back asleep, snuck out of the house, walked around the property for about an hour, and watched the sunrise before everybody else is awake, and then I went back to bed. So there's a hammock. See, that's where they start the zip line. You can kind of see some of the rope structure, and the zip line goes to right where you see that rope end right there. So it's not very long. It's quite a drop from that other side where they stop. So, and this is the pond. All back there is cow fields. That is some sort of cow ranch back there. And hi, Connor. Hi, Brenna. Hi. Did Dad say you guys could do it right now? Okay, let me I'll videotape it. Okay. Okay, while they're getting the rope across. Hi, Jared. There is a swing set over there on those big power pole things. The old owners left a little kayak thing. There's a platform over in that big willow tree right there that was like either the start or end of a treehouse structure. There's a cement pad for basketball court. Are you ready? Okay. And the drop. See how far they drop? Yeah, I know. We need to build a platform over on that side or something for them. Well, maybe a trampoline? I don't know. A mattress? Totally redneck. So the view this way, that is neighbors we haven't met yet, and this is their cow or horse field. They switch back and forth between. There are 2 cows that you can see out there now, or like 15 horses, and they kind of change them out. Hi, Connor. And you can't see right now because it's really hazy, but way in the distance you can just barely see the tip tops of the Tetons when it's clear. I can make them out. I don't think you can on the video. So here is garden space that is overtaken with weeds. I think what I'll do is mulch this year and just leave it and not put a garden in so that I can get this soil going again pretty good so that it's fertile enough for next spring. You guys can hear the loud, there's quite a bit of road noise when those loud farm trucks go past. So pretty good sized garden space. I may start out with this and then expand. I haven't figured out yet if I'm gonna do the herbs and the vegetables all in one spot or if I'm gonna switch it. Oh, I missed Brenna. Brenna's going across the zip line. Stop. And then little one's gonna go now. When he gets the rope, they have to pull the handle back over with that rope. So the only thing really growing in the garden that's not weeds that I can identify are sunflowers and chives in that little corner right there. You can see the little chive blossoms, but sweetheart.
Get the plastic boat and get one of the oars to the...
You're gonna need to ask Dad that question. I don't think there's a plug in it, so I'm not sure. Okay, so he's asking if he could take the kayak out that we haven't taken out yet. Here's a kitty that came with the house. Sasha! Cute little kitty. She came with the house. She's old. Aiden is apparently blowing up the teepee. I mean what is that called? Not teepee, Tahiti to take in the pond. We'll see how long that lasts. So backyard, this is the goat area. The house came with a goat. He's an older wether, so he's not really good for a whole lot other than keeping weeds down over in the pasture. And this is like a little goat area. That spot that's enclosed that you can see looks more like a garage. Aiden is gonna set up a meat rabbit setup in there. It's been something he's been wanting to do for quite a while. The old owners left us quite a bit of cool things. One of them is this. They left us the volleyball net, which is super fun, or will be once we get a volleyball. They also had these grapes growing all along this fence line. And then check that out. That's a huge, massive raspberry garden. I'm not sure how the lighting's doing on this, but there's a lilac tree and a maple right there. The back of the house, that's the door to the garage. A big, I don't know, is that a birch? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I missed Trevor on the zip line. Okay, so goat area, that's the goat's cement rock he likes to play on. He's back there. What's its name?
Prancer or Blitzen?
It's one of the reindeer. It's Prancer or Blitzen. We can't. Big goat. I can't remember what. Okay. So this goat is named after one of the reindeer. We think it's.
Prancer or Blitzen?
I think it's Blitzen. They think it's Prancer. I don't know. I think we might rename him. So, and then here's the little chicken coop that they left with some chickens in it that they left that are probably towards the end of their useful lifespan. This is the grape arbor. It goes all the way down this fence into the side of the house. And these are raspberries. Tons and tons and tons of raspberries. I can't get through this way, can I?
No. You have to... They had this thing on it.
I know, but can't you? Okay.
Just go through the other way.
Well, oh, there we go. Okay, just let me this way. I'm just gonna videotape the end of the property field right here. Okay, so our property, this is our pasture area, and our property goes to this little corner that you can see. There's a fence right along here, and then there's a fence that runs. I don't know if you can kind of make it out around here. Beyond that, those are our fences. And then up, I'll walk up there, but up to, you can kind of see one of the fence posts right there. So it's this long rectangle pasture that we have that we'll eventually do a steer on for meat, and maybe some sheep, and we're gonna get milk goats at some point, and do meat chickens at some point. So we've got lots of plans. It's just when it'll all happen is when we're not sure about. So, let me walk back up this way. Oh, thank you for shutting that. Sorry, I just left it. Raspberries galore. So, and a couple. Oh, and the sprinklers are coming on. Dude. Thanks, Jared. I think he did that on purpose because I think he's over there laughing. So, okay, so you can see the grapes stop right here at this doorway. That's looking back through the gate to the backyard. And now we're in the front side yard. Out in the pasture at this point, they had a huge, massive strawberry patch that you can see that's covered in the black plastic. And they had, I think, a big freeze come through and kill some at some point last year, but quite a few are still coming up. You guys can hear the helicopters. They're practicing, apparently coming over to do rescues at the sand dunes, which, if you can kind of make out those mountains back beyond those trees, those are the St. Anthony sand dunes. And then this whole tree line is part of that cow farm, and there's a river back there. So the Henry's Fork, I think, is the one that runs through there. So back through there is the river, and you can just barely make out the hill right now. It's really hazy and overcast here right now, so you can't really see, but those are sand dunes. So here's, you guys can see the fence of our property line, the strawberries. This is a car that they left that they're gonna have towed out of here soon. So I'm gonna turn around to face the house. This is a really sad looking peach tree. It's like half dead, half not. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to coax this thing back, and hopefully it'll produce. There's nothing, no fruiting on it at all right now. So she said it's not, old owner said it's not doing too well. So I'm gonna try to figure that one out. And then we have this huge willow that disguises the propane tanks. I'm assuming these are like ditch lilies. Here, let's go this way. So the rest of the pasture, and we've got some unidentified trees right here and back there, and then these are apples. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Apple, 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 and apple. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apple trees, and then that right in front of the willow is an apricot. It's got some fruit on it, not a ton. So we'll see how that does. And then I'm gonna walk down to this corner, and that was wet. So from the road, this is a little dead end road too, so that's kind of nice. There's only about 5 people down at the end of this road. So here's the driving access to the pasture. We'll have to put this fence back up before we do animals, obviously. So this kind of shows the corner right there at the cattle guard, and then once again the fence line. So back to just past where those 2 little trees are is the fence, and you can kind of make out the corner. So here's that. Say hi. Oh, the baby's out there laying down in the cow field. And our neighbor who stopped by earlier and brought us some food and introduced herself, said she's bottle feeding 2 calves right now, and we could come down and help her, so that's pretty cool. Verna and I'll jump at the chance to do that. So quickly, the flower beds around the front. I'm not sure what kind of tree this is. And look at the gorgeous peonies. These were not bloomed last week when I was here. Look at how pretty they are. Verna's itching to make a bouquet, but I'm waiting till we have a little bit of space to actually set it out. It's so pretty. I don't know if those are the Sandra Bernhardt ones, or Sarah Bernhardt? What's it called? I don't know. But they're gorgeous. So the flower beds around the front of the house, I may switch some stuff out at some point, but I'm not sure when. And then that is huge. Not sure what that is. So, and then up to this big old kind of ugly spruce in the middle, the little flower bed. And that is the property. I will do the house tour next. Bye.